Everybody. So it's about 2 a.m. So I go down to the local Maverick and score a pack of cigarettes, and I have one of those maple bar donuts, from the fresh donut bin. So I tell her, I have a donut, and she says, so. I said, well, actually, I lied. I have two donuts in the bag. She said, so. I know her. She's a nice woman. She's got a son about a year older than my daughter. So I said, well, maybe I should just go back and make sure I got the right one. So I grabbed a third donut. I said, okay, so I think I'm all set. She says, good. I just throw them away in the morning anyways. Enjoy them. I said, Tina, thank you so much. And she's just like, thanks for coming in and saying hi. There's a lot of people out there that I touch. And I don't mean physically. And there's people that touch me. And I don't mean physically. And it's a nice touch. And, I have to remind myself of that. That there's different forms of love. There's many forms. And there's different forms of caring. And, people, you can't ever lose sight of that. Just because you don't, again, have that person in your bed or in your speed dial on your phone or, sending mushy memes to one another and posting shit on your Facebook that you're in a relationship. I find it interesting when someone posts the name of the person that they're in a relationship with, and then you look at that person and there's no mention of the person that they're supposedly in the relationship going the other way. But then you investigate and you find out, well, that clearly is an individual that, doesn't understand what love is and takes people for granted. I never try to take people for granted. I don't. And, I think that's also how you live with a clear conscience. I think when you hurt people deliberately, selfishly, wantonly, absent-mindedly, it's just bad for your soul. And if you don't rectify the situation, it just perpetuates in the person you are and in the people that surround you. But I think of the small group of people that I know. I know everybody down at that Maverick, and everybody smiles when I walk in that door before I say a word. And that makes me feel good inside, because I know I make a small difference in their lives when I come in and crack jokes and say hi and get whatever it is I need. And it's not the first place in my life that I've been able to do that. But I enjoy making people laugh. I enjoy making people smile. I don't enjoy hurting people. But I have hurt people. We all have. But I can't say that I've ever deliberately wanted to hurt somebody that, didn't deserve it. And even then, I try not to extol that energy, because it's bad for the karma, it's bad for the soul. I just figure, those are people that'll get theirs in the end. But, I'm watching a little Miami Vice, and I'm going to be winding down my day, and I don't even know why I'm still up, really. But I have a busy week ahead, getting a lot of things done, and I almost have that third bedroom upstairs. Well, the third of 6 bedrooms in my house that I've, made bedrooms. There's the master bedroom and the one in the basement for my short-term stays for people who come to pass through town. And the one upstairs I'm going to convert, once it's finished, for someone on a more month-to-month basis, because, if you have the right people around you, and you're making money, I mean, how does it get better than that, right? You know, but it's hard to find the right people in a domestic situation, certainly. But I think it's bound to come. And the valuable lesson I've learned, it's not going to be a woman, because women seem to just bring too much baggage. And I don't mean the kind that you carry in from the trunk of their car, right? Guys just generally don't have that propensity to have that much. They may have stories, but they don't have the baggage and the drama. But all is well here in the first week of the new year, and I hope everything's well in your world. And, if you hear this, know that I love you. Don't ask me why. Good night.